Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman
Greetings,
band.
my fellow Fright Fiends. Thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone. I hope everyone's doing well. Just wanted to do this video. It's quite a bit of stuff to show. I hadn't anticipated doing a video of this size because I just did a House of Mysterious Secrets unboxing where I showcased a bunch of new figures that I had gotten, stuff that I had pre-ordered last summer. But I received a couple gifts from a couple of really good friends in February, one at the beginning of the month and one towards the end of the month, and I never did videos on them because I was just too busy. And recently I picked up a couple things that I thought would be kind of fun to showcase. Now, you know, going as what I've said in a recent video, I want to do more stuff here in this Horror Zone space. The channel is called Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone for a reason, so I felt weird in February not doing any real videos from this space. So thought I'd change things up and do this one. There are two movies that I'm going to showcase that I've received. One was a gift, one was one that I found. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this video showcase. So the first thing I want to talk about is the gifts that I received. And I received them from my friend Matt, or Morbid Matsky, as he's known here on YouTube and in the Instagram space, as well as Russell Waggis. Now, Russell Waggis is a friend that I became friends with him through the Salem's Lot Then and Now, and also purchasing his amazing cards back in April of 2020. These amazing card set for my favorite movie of all time, and I showcased it. He makes these by hand. They are absolutely fantastic. It's amazing the detail that goes into these, and I'm so grateful to have them. He also did Halloween 3 Season of the Witch cards, and back in the summer, last summer, which was a crazy time, probably for him as well as me, I had told him that I was going to go to the Sinister Creature Con where director Tommy Lee Wallace was going to be a guest. And I did get to meet him. Now, originally, Russell was going to give me a set of these cards to give to him, but it just didn't work out. And I guess my video really helped his sales for the Salem's Lot cards, so he sent me a set of the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch cards for free. So this was a gift from Russell. These cards are amazing. I will showcase them up close right now so you can see what they look like. But the detail is amazing. There's trivia on them. I just love the details, especially that the numbers on the cards have the Silver Shamrocks logo behind them. Russell is fantastic. He does amazing work. Cannot recommend him enough. Again, link down below in the description for his Etsy page. Definitely get these if you can. Sometimes when he sells out and he doesn't make them again for a while. I know it's been a while since he's made some of these. He cuts them all by hand. Just fantastic work. Can't say enough great things about him. Russell, thank you so much for this amazing gift. Next thing I want to read is from my buddy Morbid Matsky. He said, "Hi Ben, heard you mention you didn't have Scream 4 on Blu-ray. Funny story, I accidentally bought 2 on Amazon a couple years back and never returned it, so please enjoy. It's a Canadian label, being bilingual, but something, lol." So here's the copy of Scream 4 on Blu-ray that my friend Morbid Matsky sent me. It does have both English and French Canadian. But yeah, I didn't have this on Blu-ray, and I mentioned this in my Tales from the Horror Zone, which was focusing on Scream, the week that Scream 5, or 5 Cream, as like some people call it. If you watch Thing with Two Heads podcast, Sean Clark and Chris Nelson joke about that when originally Scream 5 had 5 in the title, like this has the 4, and a lot of people called this Scriforum. It had 5 in the title for the S, so a lot of people call it 5 Cream, and I can't stop calling it 5 Cream after hearing that. So I'll put a link down below to that episode. But yeah, I didn't have this on Blu-ray, so this is a terrific, Sydney's upside down there. There we go. So very, very cool. Thank you so much, Matt. This meant so much to me getting this. And so that was awesome. And then he also gave me a Jason mask, a mask that he made. And it's fucking incredible. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. He even signed Morbid Matsky F3, so Friday the 13th Part 3. When Jason first got the hockey mask, played by the late, great Richard Brooker. So I fucking love this. I put it on my shelf over here with my Part 7 mask, as well as all of my Ultimate Jason figures from NECA. The part that he writes about on this note about this, he said, so the Part 3 mask is a little gift for the Horror Zone from me to you for inspiring me all the time. Thank you, brother. Cheers, Morbid Matsky. I'm completely humbled by any gesture, and when people say that I inspire them, it really just floors me, because I don't think I do anything that's inspiring. Again, this channel was started for my love of the genre, an outlet. It served me well. these last 12 years of my life that have had their ups and downs, and sometimes those downs are very, very deep. Yeah, I completely 100% am humbled by this amazing gesture. I think this mask is absolutely fantastic. It looks terrific on my shelf. I want to get something to prop it up a little bit better, like a better stand like I have for the Part 7, but for right now I think it looks great. I love it. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Morbid Matsky. Support Morbid Matsky. I'm going to put a link down below to his Instagram as well as his YouTube channel. He does great videos, very in-depth. Does a lot of cosplay. Very, very cool guy. I've been friends with him for a number of years. Completely 100% grateful for that friendship, and thank you so much for this amazing gift. Now, the next things I'm going to show are things that I picked up. Now, I've picked these up this past weekend. My friend Tom Fitzsimmons, who runs Pot of Gold Collectibles, which I've talked about a number of times on this channel, especially late last year when I got like a couple of items from the store when he made me aware. He usually didn't get a lot of horror stuff, but because his store is growing so much and he's got a bigger space now and he's got vendors that actually sell stuff through his store, sometimes he comes across things that he knows I'm going to be interested in. And he sent me a message about this, and it's a Christine model kit. So he told me about this. I thought this would be kind of fun to put together. Now, he said there was 2 variants of this Christine model kit, and let me see who made it. It says round2models.com. Let's see. It says AMT. I think that's, it says AMT on it. So this one is molded in red, so it's actually red. So I don't have to paint it, but I do have to glue everything together. And I guess there was also one that was done in white that you would have to paint. So I was so grateful because I'm not a good painter. I'm really fucking sloppy. I can't paint models to save my life. I really do want to put this together and display it. I was thinking about keeping it in the box, but what's the fun in that? But yeah, there you go. There's some pictures of it. Very happy to get this, and it was 29 bucks. Looks like it's about 10 years old. Everything I see on it says 2012. Again, I've never seen one in stores before, so very happy to have this, and I was grateful that Tom made me aware of it. Tom's awesome. The other thing I picked up at Pot of Gold Collectibles, and this is something that has eluded me, saw a couple of these at Walmart, maybe towards the end of February, and saw they had like Hammerhead and Shocker, and these are going back to the Spider-Man cartoon series from the early 90s. I remember my friend Mike Dodson had all of these. He had all of these figures, the original figures, and I actually have some that are in the room. I got the Hobgoblin over here. I got the Hobgoblin up here above me. I'll showcase those, but they put out a new Hobgoblin. This one is one that I have been trying to find, and for some reason, all of a sudden, Spider-Man stuff and anything to do with Hobgoblin is impossible. I've wanted this one so bad, and I'm probably going to leave him in the packaging. This is a really nice backer card. It's very thick, very nice. Probably going to leave him in there. Hobgoblin's my favorite Marvel villain. I grew up with the Hobgoblin. I did a segment when I used to do Comic Book Wednesdays. I did a segment all dedicated towards the Hobgoblin. That was back in 2015, and I talked about the character and how much the character meant. I'll show some close-ups of it. I really like the art on the card. I like the sculpt on the face. I really like just everything about this one. And again, they do have other figures in the wave. They have the Spider Armor, Hammerhead, Symbiote Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, and then also Marvel's Shocker. I've seen the Shocker and Hammerhead in Targets and Walmarts, but never saw Hobgoblin, never saw the Spider Armor or the Ben Reilly. So yeah, this one cost me a little bit. It was like 40 bucks with tax, but couldn't pass it up. It's my favorite villain. Next movie I want to showcase, this is something I found at Half Price Books. This is Duel, which has become one of my favorite movies as of late. I did a review of it last year. I found it on VHS. It was $6, but this is a really cool tape. Very, very cool. I love that cover. Gotta take the Half Price Book sticker off. Hope it doesn't stick to it. Hey, it didn't. That's always great. This was a find. Fantastic movie. Absolutely love it. Again, it was only $6 for the VHS. The other thing I found, and I believe this is a first printing in paperback of Psycho 2, the novelization by Robert Bloch. Now, I'm not a big fan of this book at all. I read this book back in the 90s. I bought it at Cody Books, which isn't in Berkeley anymore. It used to be a fantastic bookstore on Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley. I'm not a fan of this book, but I think this is very cool. I love the cover. I'll showcase it up close so you guys can see it. But yeah, it was wrapped up. It was only $6, and I'm like, this is an original release. I'm like, I have to get this. But yeah, the Robert Bloch novels are interesting. The only one I really like is the original one. But still, happy to have this piece of Psycho history. Psycho series is one of my favorite all-time horror franchises. Second after Friday the 13th. So I had to pick this up just because I'm a completist. So the last one I want to showcase is another book that I picked up. This is one that I want to read. Actually, it was recommended to me by my friend Richard, who has the site Nightmares Tears. Anyone? He used to have a site called Are You Into Horror? He changed his got that channel no longer exists, unfortunately, due to some drama that happened, unfortunately. But he has a new channel, Nightmares Tears. Anyone? That one started, I'm gonna say, in late summer, early fall. And I think it's a fantastic channel. He does reviews. Recently, he did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 review. Usually he doesn't do a lot of movie reviews. Most of his reviews are on books. He has a massive library. He's all horror, but he's starting to delve into different types of novelizations. So this channel isn't exclusively for horror, but most of it is horror related. But on the 12th of February, he did a review of this book called The Boy Who Drew Monsters by Keith Donahoe. And I've been trying to find this book everywhere. Found it, got it for $10. Hardback book that looks like it was from the library in Contra Costa County where I live. But yeah, I've been wanting to read this book. He said it was absolutely fantastic. I'll put a link down below to his channel so you can check out that video and help support him because he's an awesome guy. Recently, I found out when I watched his video and then I did some research on the book that back in 2015, this was acquired by New Line Cinema. So the book's been out for a while, but this was acquired by New Line Cinema to have James Wan produce an adaptation of this. It was going to be written by the same screenwriters who did The Autopsy of Jane Doe with Emile Hirsch and Brian Cox. And I tried to find some more information on it. It just says it's in development right now, so I don't know what's going on with that. James Wan's a busy guy. So it makes sense that maybe this one is still being developed. Hopefully they... it does sound very intriguing. I would like to see a movie adaptation just based on Richard's description of the story, but I am very anxious to read it myself. This is a book that I am going to be reading, and maybe I'll even do a review on it. So that is it, my fellow fiends. Lots of stuff to showcase, lots of stuff here in the Horror Zone. Tell me what your favorite item was that I showcased down below. Also, hit up my friends Morbid Matsky, my friend Russell Waggis, as well as my friend Richard from Nightmares Tears. Anyone? And support those guys. They're awesome. Thanks so much, everyone, again, for supporting the Horror Zone channel. My review of The Batman, which is very late, and I apologize for that. I did see it on the 10th of this month. We went to the 6 o'clock show that night. It was a lot of fun. Really want to publish that video this week. I know I'm behind the 8 ball on that one. Everybody's put out their thoughts on the film. But I still think it's fun because it is kind of horror noir-esque vibe to it. I think it fits well with the channel. So that will be dropping this week. And I also want to talk about my past experiences with the Batman franchise. So I'm kind of doing it a little bit different. Not a straight-up review. Kind of going to give you a little history about my love of the Batman character and my experience seeing a lot of these films in the theaters over the course of my life. You know, the first Batman came out when I was the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman film came out in 1989 when I was 15, just finishing my freshman year of high school. So I'm really excited to talk about that. I hope everyone looks forward to that, and I will talk to you guys then. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. Hey, fellow Fright Fiends, just want to say thank you again for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I typically do this once or twice a week with new content. I've been doing this for over 11 years, and the horror genre is a passion of mine, and it really means a lot to me that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again later. Take it easy, stay scared as always. Horror Zone.